Hey, welcome to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley.
Everything in this video was found on the public domain.
Lots of love and many blessings your way. Can you believe this? Meghan is talking about regrets. The regrets of joining this family. The regrets of getting married to old boy. She's full of regrets. I want to say thank you to journalist Jay. I appreciate you so much. How spoiled can you be? You're sitting there complaining to your friends that you're feeling boxed in. The walls are closing in. She's tired of all the rules and regulations. She's tired of having to comply with everything. I've never known her to. So now all of her friends are starting to talk about things. This is just my opinion, but I believe what's really made her mad in the most recent weeks. She's all upset because everybody knows her business. Well, you know what? When the queen sat down with them and tried to say, look, I'll help you. If you'll follow these rules and not make us look like circus freaks, I'll help you. And she wanted to do it all her way. And then when Harry wanted to stand in her corner and back her to the queen, that's when it got ugly. That's what happened. Remember the falling out that Harry and Meghan had with the queen when they said, well, we'll just quit the royal family? And she said, fine. I'll take every penny you make from us, and I'll take your titles. As it was told to me, it was not too long after that entire ordeal went down that she decided she was going to tell everybody that would listen to her, her friends, how miserable she was in this marriage. She cannot have her cake and eat it too. Sorry, it don't work that way. Are we really supposed to feel sorry for her and Harry? So a couple of days ago, one of her friends came out to a very popular magazine here in the States, telling all kinds of business. She's crying and whining to her friends about how the rest of the family will have nothing to do with her and Harry. They don't pick up the phone. They don't reply to text, emails, no communication. It's all been cut off. I'm really not sure what they expect. And people, for the majority, are talking about every passive-aggressive thing that she has said about Kate. That's been a real huge factor in why people do not like her or her and Harry together. Harry's as guilty as she is. I don't think it should be just a Meghan situation. After all, even though she wrote the speech, he did utter the words, I'm stopping at 2 kids to save the planet. So she and Harry both have been extremely passive-aggressive, very nasty to both William and Kate. It's being said, Kate and William both are fed up with the treatment. They've cut off all communications for that reason. Every time they try to get in warm with them, something backfires. Good Lord, that sounds like my family. Meghan's having her PR people put all sorts of stuff out in the media. It's a huge battle between Kate and William and Harry and Meghan, and I don't think it's fair. I personally think that Meghan should have stopped at the whole Rose Hanbury exposure. It's almost like she's a glutton for punishment, and so is Harry. Now, they're saying William and Kate and the rest of the royal family are extremely concerned with Harry's mental health. And we've talked about this a lot in the past, but it must be something huge right now. Everybody's talking about it. One of the royal experts, and I can't remember his name, so forgive me, came out not too long ago on the news and was talking in that news program about his mental health, how fragile he is mentally right now. Look at what he's had to contend with for 2 years. He's probably the most unstable they've seen him in quite some time, and everybody's going around scratching their heads, wondering why. Let's be honest, you really don't have to be a scholar to figure out the problem. Yeah, I believe personally Harry has a bit of a mental thing going on right now, but I think for the most part, that's a bunch of her PR fake news she wants to put out there. She wants to sit there and feed this to everybody that he's completely unstable. There was a clip I seen him trying to get up on stage, and if it hadn't been for her yanking him up on stage, he wouldn't have made it. But I personally believe that has nothing to do with mental health and more with substance. Something is most definitely not right here. Do you see what I'm looking at? They don't look normal in the face to me. They both have some weird thing going on with their eyes. Now, the excuse they're given for this new behavior, these looks, is that, of course, being new parents, they're tired. I remember her saying when Archie was weeks old, he slept 6 hours at a time. Plus, they have a staff of nannies, so I'm not buying this. They're getting plenty of sleep. There's no Archie roaming around, keeping them up at night. Just my opinion. And have you guys noticed that Harry is just determined to antagonize his brother constantly these days? It's almost like Harry is he won't rest until he gets some sort of a negative reaction in public from his brother. And William flat refuses to go there. And good for him. But getting back to the mental health issues, yes, the family, including William and Kate, are very concerned about Harry's new behavior, his new look, and his mental health. And they know him on a personal level, so they're seeing it from a different perspective. But what I've been told, but all of this hype about his instability, his weak mental health, is just an opening, a preparation for what's to come. And I'll admit, he's quite different, I'm not denying it. That's my opinion on that situation, but here's what's being lined up. They're really banking on their mental health collaboration with Oprah going places. All of that is lined up. That's coming out very soon. Now, they're not doing this out of the goodness of their heart. They're definitely making a monetary gain. And by Harry coming out to the world talking about his own mental health problems and feeding that to anybody that'll listen and put it out to the public is just setting them all up for a good spot, you see. It makes him far more relatable to the public. And the public will eat this up. And that equates to dollar bills. So there, I said it. Oprah is said to be meeting up with them once they get to California. Now here's the problem with that. As it was told to me bright and early this morning, Harry is sitting the fence. He's currently not certain if he wants to even go to the States for the holidays. So that has yet to be determined. Now, I made a good bet that he wouldn't even last 2 full weeks down in the States. Now, if he ends up not going, do I win that bet? I'm curious. My buddy's calling it a bust. I'm not buying that. So much more to come, you guys. I hope you're having a fabulous day. I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. You guys stay safe and be blessed.